Okay guys, so here is the entire organism organization chart that you are going to follow along and copy. If you did not give me your science binder, then you can continue wherever you left off. If you gave me your science binder, then you can just do a whole new dissection with us together. And you'll be taking a picture of this at the end to send to me in an email. Okay, so we're going to start with Justin Bieber. And of course, we have started the dissection with a scalpel. And we're going to cut him down the middle, peel back his skin and his muscle, and we're going to go from organization number 1, which is the whole organism, to the second level, which is just the organ systems. So the organ systems are things like digestive system, nervous system, circulatory system. And what we did was we took Justin Bieber's heart in our hand and we then cut off all of the veins, we cut off the arteries, and we squeezed out the blood. And then we had just the next level, which is the organ level. And just a reminder, you should have 3 different colors that are representing the level of organization, our example, and also our scalpel/microscope. So now that we're at level 3, the organ level, I want you to imagine that you're taking your scalpel and you're going to cut just a piece off of the organ of the heart. And we're going to zoom in with our microscope on just that piece. And I'm actually going to turn the corner there because I ran out of space on my paper. And this is going to be level number 4. And that is many cells working together, which is also known as a tissue. Oops, number 4. Tissue. So it's not as easy as it looks. So if I look at the piece that we cut off of Justin Bieber's heart, I'll see all of these little circular objects bunched together, which are cells. Each one has a nucleus and mitochondria and a cell membrane, all sorts of good things in it. So our example is heart tissue. I'm going to give a little definition for tissue. It is many cells working together. So I'm going to go back to my key just to remind myself of color code. So my level of organization is going to be orange and my example is going to be blue. So again, tissue level of organization is level number 4. So we're going to use our scalpel and we're going to turn it into a laser. And we're going to go even smaller. So I'm going to take just one of these pieces of tissue and I'm going to zoom into it with my microscope. And we're at level number 5, which you've probably guessed is the cellular level. A single cell. In our example, we're specifically looking at a heart cell from Justin Bieber. I wonder if it can sing. So in our cell we have the nucleus and the ER, endoplasmic reticulum. We've got ribosomes. Maybe there's a vacuole or 2, mitochondria, my favorite. All sorts of fun things inside of the cell that help it to do its job. And so I need to make sure that I color code my level of organization and my example before I move on with my super laser and I start cutting things out of Justin Bieber's heart cell. I'm specifically going to cut out the nucleus and zoom in on just the nucleus. This is our next level of organization. It is the level of organelle. So level number 6 is the organelle level. So these are the tiny pieces inside of a cell that help it to do its job. And inside of this nucleus, I'm drawing these kind of squiggles in an X-like shape. And several of you, before we left, were able to tell me that those were chromosomes, where the DNA is housed. So again, our level of organization number 6, we're getting more detail and more detailed, is the organelle, and our example is the nucleus. So I specifically chose the nucleus because we're going to look at one of the most important levels of organization for organisms, and that is these X-like structures. I'm going to turn the corner. So I am cutting out of Justin Bieber's nucleus the chromosomes. So level number 7, chromosomes. And if we had gone with a different organelle, we could have gone to a different level number 7. But we're going to stick with this one because it's very important. Inside the chromosomes is all of the instructions to make a whole organism. So I'm making it a squiggle because chromosomes are made of DNA, and DNA is in the shape of a double helix. So chromosomes are packaged DNA. So it's DNA that is in a nice, neat package. And this is the level of organization and the example. So this one is going to have 2 colors that are associated with it. All right, so we're going to go even deeper into the chromosomes. We're going to look more closely with our microscope. So I'm going to take one piece of the chromosome and zoom in on just that one piece. Okay, so remember we're zooming in with this color too. Smaller and smaller.